First off, send condolences out to Gene Doyle and his family, who passed away on Saturday, been battling for a while. Just want to make sure his family understands how much we appreciate everything that he did for our program, man. He was at everything. But I can tell you his impact will last for a long, long time, from everyone that he touched, on the wrestling mat, on the football field and track. I know he was in the classroom too, so our community is going to miss him. Our program's going to miss him. If you get a chance, make sure send your condolences to his family's way. So we're going to miss him, but I want to make sure that family understands that we appreciate everything that he did for our program, and certainly going to miss seeing him. So beyond that, let's see. We went to the Virginia Duels, yeah. Wrestled 4 meets out there. Okay performance. I mean, I'm going to be tough on our team because obviously we expect a great deal out of them. Arizona State, it's tough when you give up bonus points. Anytime it's really, really tough to win dual meets, when you give up bonus points in multiple weights. We were able to put ourselves back in the meet. Holschlag got a pin. Foster went 4-0 on the weekend, got a major decision for us, so we were able to put ourselves back in the meet. But, the matches that really we're supposed to win, we're winning right now, and the ones that maybe on paper we're not winning. So, to really make some waves, you have to start winning some of those that maybe on paper you're not supposed to. And that's what we're going to continue to work to do. I think we had, I'm trying to think of who all went 4-0 on the weekend. Max went 4-0 on the weekend. Actually beat 2 guys that had beat him before. Beat a guy who had been a national champion, which is, I don't care if he was a national champion 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago. It's still a big deal to beat a guy that was a national champion. He went 4-0 on the weekend. Drew went 4-0 on the weekend. Looked really good. Got bonus points in 3 of his 4 matches. Who else did? I should know this. Yeah, and Albert. Sorry, Albert's consistent. He's steady, man. He shows up every single time. So we had 3 of those guys go 4-0, a couple go 3-1. Some guys are certainly rounding back into things. I know Wagner went 1-3 on the weekend, but there's signs in every single match though that this guy's really getting close to breaking out. In scoring some really good offensive holds. Just got to be able to. We talk about 420 seconds. So, you can wrestle 60 seconds and 80 seconds, or you wrestle 20 seconds at a time, but we got to be able to put 420 together. And that's what he's working on doing. He's getting better every time out. Schwab wrestled a couple, good guys. Got to be able to get to a leg attack, and he was able to do it kind of in Vegas. But now we have to get back to it. Guys are going to start to adjust. I mean, that's kind of how college wrestling is. There's so much video out there. Guys are going to up their game. We have to up our game too. Not too concerned about, you have a couple losses, but then you have to be able to bounce back from that, and I know he will. Albert went 4-0. Max went 4-0. I think good thing about Logan Ryan is he's kind of rounding into shape right now. He's kind of working himself back into it as he's out there, and he's looking better every time. Get him to a few more leg attacks, and I tell you what, then you start being able to beat some of the best guys in the country. But like how he's competing 65, someone's got to step up. I mean, that's really the bottom line is somebody's got to take a hold of it. And we split matches, and we did have some tough opponents in those weight classes. But man, if we want to step up and be the guy somewhere, then someone has to step up in those situations. Don't know. I don't know. I wish it was a little bit more clear about where we're at in that weight class. But more consistency across the board. So not sure who's going to wrestle on Saturday or Sunday. We'll have one of those guys ready to go. We'll take both of them. 74, Lujan. The last match, those are things that he can do with guys. I don't care who it is. He can score a whole mess of points and then pin guys and blow them out of the water. I think situation where you can be up 2-0 after the first period with 2.5 minutes of riding time, or you can be up 10-2, and he was up 10-2, and sometimes then guys throw that towel in. Wrestled the number 1 guy in the country again, but there's certain things just from a discipline point of view with a stance that he's going to have to be able to do to beat a guy like that or beat the best guys. He's just going to have to be more disciplined, and that's just a choice you have to make when you step out there. And we're going to work on in practice, and we'll have him continue to raise level, but I know I know what he's capable of doing. But when you're a head higher than a guy, it makes it pretty tough to be able to do those type of things. So got to work on that. Really like how Drew Foster's wrestling. Man, he's scoring a whole lot of points. Scoring a whole lot of points, which is a good thing. Hog scraps, battles every single time. The match that he lost, I'll choose my words. Hopefully officials don't watch this stuff. But I think he pinned him at the end. You know, the great thing about Hochschlag is he'll keep wrestling through everything. Doesn't matter what position, and it was kind of coming down to the end, and it looked like the match was kind of over, and he turned back into the guy and put him right on his back, and he was flat as could be. And I think it actually surprised the official a little bit that it happened, but man, 1 second is a pin. He pinned him, and he missed it, but you know, I mean, I guess those things happen, but the great thing is he never stops wrestling. It doesn't matter what it is, what situation, what position. If there's a second left, he's still going to keep working. And I tell you what, that's a valuable lesson for all of our guys to learn. But love how he competes. And I thought Carter competed much better this weekend. Hit some really, really good shots, and that's what we want to see. Changing direction well, put a guy right down. So there's certainly a lot of progress, but we're getting down to we're about 8 weeks away from our national tournament. So, it's time to start putting more of an edge on. You don't need to have a fine edge right now because we're that far away, but it's starting to get that time where it's time to put more of that edge on. And we have 4 meets left. We have a little training in between one of the weeks, and we're gonna put that edge on these next few weeks. Look forward to South Dakota State. I know they have a great environment up there, great arena. I know that they've got their fans excited about the sport. I know that they get big crowds, and that's perfect. Man, love being able to have where we go somewhere and it's packed. I'd rather have that because I remember we went there a handful of years ago and there wasn't many people there. I mean, you could count the people that were there. So they've done a good job of building the program. They're going to come out ready to scrap, and we're going to have to match that. We're going to have to match that energy, and not just match it. We're going to have to raise it. That energy and fight and hustle. But I know our guys look forward to it. I think we enjoy those environments. I mean, who doesn't enjoy that kind of environment? I mean, as a competitor. So we look forward to being there on Sunday. I know it's about a 5-hour drive, so certainly would like to see some purple and gold up there. It would be a good thing. Be a good thing to have a bunch of fans up there. I know it'll be a fun meet to watch. So other than that, I guess any questions?
After losing to Arizona State, you came back and put up